Is the United States truly a beacon of democracy, or is it a system rigged in favor of the highest bidder? The influence of money in American politics has reached a fever pitch, calling into question the very foundation of democracy. Campaign finance has become a system of legalized corruption, where wealthy individuals and corporations wield disproportionate influence over elected officials. The cost of running for office has skyrocketed, forcing candidates to spend countless hours courting wealthy donors instead of engaging with everyday voters. According to The Conversation, 5 recent U.S. presidents, Bush, Obama, Trump, and Biden, raised a combined total of over $10 billion for their campaigns. These staggering sums were not raised from small-dollar donations from ordinary citizens, but from a select group of wealthy individuals, corporations, and special interest groups. The result is a system where the needs of the wealthy and powerful are prioritized over the needs of the many. The undue influence of money in politics creates a vicious cycle that undermines democracy. Candidates who rely on large donations from wealthy donors are beholden to those donors once in office, often prioritizing their interests over the needs of their constituents. Consider the presidency of George W. Bush, which saw a dramatic increase in military spending, including the launch of the Iraq War, benefiting defense contractors who had donated heavily to his campaigns. Similarly, the Obama administration's response to the 2008 financial crisis, which included bailing out Wall Street banks, has been criticized as prioritizing the interests of the financial sector over struggling homeowners. Donald Trump's presidency, marked by tax cuts for the wealthy and deregulation, further exemplified this trend. His administration's policies often aligned with the interests of corporations and wealthy individuals who had supported his campaign. While these policies were often framed as beneficial for the economy, their impact was most acutely felt by those at the top of the income ladder. The Biden administration, while campaigning on promises to address income inequality, has also faced scrutiny for its ties to Big Pharma, evident in its policies on drug pricing and healthcare. The consequences of this undue influence are far-reaching. When politicians are more responsive to their donors than to their constituents, it erodes public trust in government and undermines democracy. According to The Guardian, 80% of Americans believe that major political donors have too much influence in Washington. Despite this public outcry, meaningful campaign finance reform has been elusive. The Supreme Court's 2010 Citizens United decision, which removed limits on corporate spending in elections, further opened the floodgates of money into politics. The Federal Election Commission has been rendered largely ineffective by partisan gridlock. Congress, too, has failed to pass meaningful reforms, often due to the influence of wealthy donors who benefit from the current system. The United States faces a stark choice. It can continue down the path of plutocracy, where wealth buys influence and elections are reduced to auctions for political favors. Or, it can choose to reclaim its democratic ideals and create a system where every citizen, regardless of their net worth, has an equal voice in shaping the future of the nation. Reforming campaign finance is about leveling the playing field and ensuring that all Americans have an equal opportunity to participate in the political process. Promising reforms include overturning Citizens United, creating a system of public financing for elections, strengthening the FEC, and enacting stricter disclosure laws. Ultimately, the responsibility for enacting these reforms lies with the American people. The future of American democracy depends on it.